After 60, many people assume that finding love again isn't realistic. You might think dating and relationships are a young person's game, and your time for romance has passed. But the truth is, more people over 60 today are finding love than ever before. In fact, dating at this age has many advantages: greater clarity, deeper self-awareness, and a clearer understanding of what truly matters. If you're feeling unsure or hesitant about dating again, that's completely understandable. But it's important to know that companionship can greatly enhance your happiness and overall well-being, even in your later years. The thought of dating after 60 can bring up doubts. Maybe you worry you're too old, that no one will be interested, or perhaps you experienced the loss of a partner and feel guilty about moving on. All these feelings are common, but they shouldn't stop you from seeking the joy of companionship. Relationships at this stage of life can be uniquely rewarding because you enter them with maturity, experience, and emotional intelligence that you simply didn't have in your younger years. So how do you start? The first important step is to let go of your fears and be willing to open your heart again. Fear of rejection or disappointment is natural, especially if you've been out of the dating scene for a while. But remember, rejection is just a normal part of dating. It's nothing personal. Everyone experiences it, regardless of age. Accepting that dating involves some vulnerability will help you become more comfortable with the idea of meeting new people. One effective way to overcome these initial fears is by gradually putting yourself out there. You don't have to jump immediately into dating apps or blind dates. Instead, begin by connecting socially in smaller, less intimidating ways. Join groups or clubs that align with your interests, whether that's gardening, cooking, hiking, or reading. Attend community events or volunteer somewhere. These low-pressure social situations allow you to naturally meet others who share your interests, making conversations easier and more comfortable. This gentle, gradual approach can help ease your anxiety about meeting new people, making it easier when you're ready to take the next step. Once you've begun to let go of fears, the second essential tip is to embrace authenticity. One of the best things about dating later in life is the freedom to be completely yourself. At this age, there's no need to pretend or to try and impress others by hiding who you really are. People over 60 are generally drawn to honesty and authenticity, qualities that form the basis for meaningful and lasting relationships. Being authentic helps you attract someone who appreciates you exactly as you are, including your personality, your history, and even your quirks. Practically speaking, authenticity means being open about your life and experiences without feeling the need to hide aspects you might think others won't accept. If you have unique hobbies or passions, share them openly. Be upfront about what you value and what you're looking for in a partner. For example, if you enjoy quiet evenings rather than crowded events, don't feel pressure to pretend otherwise just to fit in. Embracing authenticity not only helps attract the right people, but also sets the foundation for genuine emotional intimacy, which is crucial in lasting relationships. Dating after 60 offers you the chance to enjoy companionship without the pressures or expectations of youth. You're no longer trying to figure out who you are. Instead, you know exactly what you want and need from life and from a partner. This clarity allows you to build more satisfying, stable relationships that truly fulfill you. As you become comfortable expressing who you genuinely are, you'll find that conversations flow more naturally, connections deepen more quickly, and dating becomes less stressful and much more enjoyable. Now that you've considered letting go of fear and embracing authenticity, you already laid the groundwork for successful dating after 60. Building on these first two steps will significantly boost your confidence and openness to finding new love. With these foundations, you're ready to explore the next set of insights that can further enhance your journey toward meaningful and fulfilling companionship. As you continue this journey of dating after 60, it's helpful to think about how you communicate your needs and expectations. Effective communication is crucial at any age, but it becomes especially important later in life, when clarity can prevent misunderstandings and unnecessary hurt feelings. Many people hesitate to clearly express what they're looking for, perhaps because they fear appearing demanding or worry about rejection. But honest communication about your expectations, needs, and desires is vital. It helps both you and your potential partner understand each other deeply and quickly determine if you're truly compatible. Clear communication isn't complicated. It means having honest conversations about what you want from a relationship early on. For instance, if you're looking for companionship without marriage, be upfront about that. If you're open to marriage or a long-term partnership, share that as well. Don't avoid these conversations, assuming they'll naturally resolve themselves later. Often, people hold back from expressing their needs early because they're concerned it might scare someone away. But remember, the right person won't run from honest discussions. They'll welcome them because they appreciate your clarity and sincerity. Also, be open to asking direct, thoughtful questions to understand what your potential partner is seeking. Listen actively and pay attention to both their words and actions. If your values or expectations don't align, it's better to recognize this early rather than invest emotionally in something that won't meet your needs. Effective communication ensures that you're investing your time and energy into a relationship that truly enriches your life. Alongside communication, another important factor for dating successfully after 60 is maintaining realistic expectations. Sometimes, as people return to dating later in life, they carry expectations shaped by past relationships or idealized images from their youth. Maybe you remember how easy dating seemed in your 20s or how exciting first love felt. But after 60, love and dating may look different, and that's perfectly okay. Realistic expectations mean embracing that relationships in your later years have their own distinct beauty, depth, and rhythm. It's common to find that romance after 60 feels more comfortable and less intense, but also deeply rewarding and fulfilling in new ways. You're not seeking drama or passionate ups and downs. Instead, you want companionship, warmth, mutual respect, and genuine emotional support. If you're comparing new relationships to previous ones, particularly those from younger days, you might find yourself unnecessarily disappointed. Instead, enter each connection with fresh eyes and an open heart, appreciating the unique joys that mature relationships offer. In addition, managing expectations involves understanding that no one is perfect, including yourself. After decades of life experience, everyone carries their own history, emotional baggage, and perhaps some habits or quirks that may initially seem challenging. Being patient and compassionate as you get to know someone new can significantly enhance the dating experience. You don't have to lower your standards, but adjusting expectations to reflect realistic possibilities makes dating feel less pressured and more enjoyable. A powerful way to keep expectations realistic is by focusing on companionship first rather than immediate romance. Consider forming friendships and letting relationships develop naturally. When you focus initially on enjoying someone's company rather than immediately evaluating them as a romantic partner, you reduce pressure on yourself and the other person. You create space for genuine connection to flourish. This relaxed approach often leads to deeper emotional intimacy and stronger relationships over time. Finally, as you navigate dating after 60, it's important to actively embrace flexibility and openness. Life has taught you that things don't always unfold as planned, and that's especially true in relationships. Being flexible means allowing space for surprises and unexpected turns. Maybe you'll meet someone who doesn't fit your usual type, or who has a lifestyle different from what you envision. Rather than quickly dismissing these possibilities, consider exploring them. Sometimes, the richest and most meaningful relationships come from the most unexpected places. For example, perhaps you've always imagined meeting someone close to your own age, but then you encounter a vibrant person slightly younger or older whose perspective on life refreshes and energizes you. Being flexible means giving yourself permission to explore this unexpected connection. Similarly, if you're typically drawn to outgoing individuals, but you meet someone more reserved yet fascinating, flexibility allows you to appreciate new dimensions of companionship and love. Openness also applies to the methods of meeting people. Technology and dating have changed significantly over the years, and today there are many ways to connect beyond traditional methods. If you've never considered online dating before, it may feel intimidating or uncomfortable at first, but thousands of seniors find great companionship through online platforms. You might also consider matchmaking services specifically for older adults, community events, or activities geared towards seniors. Trying new methods can greatly broaden your dating horizons. As you practice clear communication, maintain realistic expectations, and embrace flexibility, your dating experience after 60 can become enjoyable and deeply rewarding. Remember, this is a time in life to appreciate connection and the comfort of sharing experiences with someone special. You're not chasing youthful romance. Instead, you're seeking mature, meaningful companionship built on mutual respect, understanding, and warmth. Continuing along this path, you'll discover even deeper layers to forming relationships later in life, insights that will enhance your confidence and help you welcome new companionship with joy and enthusiasm. As your dating journey after 60 continues, one valuable piece of advice to hold on to is prioritizing your self-care and emotional well-being. Dating at any age can stir emotions, and after 60, you might find yourself especially sensitive to the ups and downs. Maybe you've been through significant experiences, like losing a partner or coping with loneliness, and these experiences can make dating feel particularly tender. Ensuring you take care of your emotional health along the way helps you stay balanced, grounded, and ready to genuinely connect with others. Self-care involves more than just physical health. It's about nurturing your emotional resilience. It means paying attention to your feelings, setting healthy boundaries, and knowing when to step back and recharge. If you find yourself feeling overwhelmed by dating, don't hesitate to pause. Spend time with friends, family, or pursue activities that bring you joy. This pause isn't quitting. It's recharging, allowing you to return to dating with renewed enthusiasm and emotional strength. Equally important is setting and respecting your own boundaries. This can be especially vital if you're dealing with emotions related to past relationships or losses. For example, if you've experienced grief, it's important to honor your feelings and pace yourself. Maybe certain conversations or relationship stages trigger difficult emotions. It's perfectly okay and even beneficial to communicate clearly with your potential partner about what feels comfortable and what doesn't. Setting boundaries isn't pushing someone away. Rather, it's protecting your emotional well-being, which ultimately benefits both you and your partner by fostering trust and mutual understanding. Additionally, don't hesitate to seek emotional support from trusted friends, family, or even professional counselors or support groups. Having someone to talk to openly about your feelings, fears, hopes, and experiences can significantly reduce anxiety around dating. Sharing your emotions not only reduces stress, but also reinforces your sense of confidence and well-being, helping you approach new relationships with optimism rather than apprehension. Another significant tip for successful dating after 60 is to cultivate patience and avoid rushing the process. At this stage of life, it's understandable to feel a certain urgency about finding someone special. After all, you've reached a point where you're clear about your desires, and you don't want to waste valuable time. However, approaching dating with patience allows relationships to grow organically and authentically. Rushing into relationships out of loneliness or fear of missing out can lead to making decisions that aren't truly aligned with what you need and want. Instead, take your time. Let each connection develop naturally, without pressure. Getting to know someone deeply takes time and genuine conversation. When you're patient, you allow relationships the necessary space to blossom into meaningful companionships based on mutual respect and true understanding. For example, instead of immediately envisioning a long-term commitment, simply enjoy spending time with your date, savoring each moment without expectation or pressure. Focus on enjoying their company, listening to their stories, sharing your own, and gradually building emotional intimacy. Patience gives both of you the freedom to explore your compatibility comfortably, making the relationship more fulfilling and less stressful. Moreover, as you date patiently, you'll also find yourself making wiser decisions. You'll notice red flags clearly without the cloudiness that can accompany rushed relationships. You'll have a better sense of whether someone's values align with your own, whether they share your lifestyle preferences, and whether you truly enjoy being together. Taking your time significantly increases the likelihood of creating relationships that genuinely enrich your life. Lastly, always keep in mind the importance of positivity and optimism. After 60, you have the advantage of life experience, wisdom, and clarity, but it's crucial not to let past disappointments or setbacks overshadow your optimism. Approaching each date or relationship with a positive mindset increases your chances of success and emotional satisfaction. Positive energy is contagious and attractive, drawing others toward you naturally. This doesn't mean you must pretend to be happy when you're not or suppress genuine feelings. Rather, positivity involves embracing each experience, even the less than perfect dates, as opportunities for learning and personal growth. Every new interaction helps you discover more about yourself, your preferences, and your strengths. Maintaining optimism also means consciously choosing to focus on the good in people and situations, rather than expecting disappointment or negative outcomes. When setbacks do occur, and they inevitably will, view them as temporary and manageable rather than permanent obstacles. For instance, if a promising connection doesn't work out, remind yourself that each experience moves you closer to meeting the right person, and each interaction teaches valuable lessons that guide your future relationships. One practical way to nurture positivity is to surround yourself with uplifting and supportive influences. Connect regularly with friends and family who genuinely support your dating journey and encourage your happiness. Participate in enjoyable activities, engage in hobbies, and pursue passions that uplift your spirit and build confidence. A positive mindset naturally grows from experiences that enrich and fulfill you, enhancing your attractiveness and emotional health. As you integrate these practices, prioritizing self-care, nurturing patience, and maintaining positivity, you create a strong emotional foundation for dating after 60. You're not simply looking for companionship. You're cultivating a fulfilling life that attracts and sustains meaningful relationships. By tending carefully to your emotional well-being and approaching dating with patience and optimism, you're laying the groundwork for companionship that's truly fulfilling, joyful, and enriching. With these foundations set, you're prepared to move forward into final insights that will help you fully embrace love and companionship after 60, confident and excited about what lies ahead. Finally, as you embrace dating and relationships after 60, it's essential to remain open to the possibility that love might arrive differently than you imagined. You might have a clear picture in mind of your ideal partner or situation, but life has a wonderful habit of surprising us, especially when we least expect it. Maybe you've always envisioned meeting someone at a community gathering, only to connect deeply with a person through a friend's introduction, or even an unexpected encounter at a local coffee shop. These surprises are part of the magic of finding love later in life. Staying open-minded allows love to find its way into your life through unexpected routes. Perhaps you imagine someone who shared all your hobbies, but instead, you meet someone who introduces you to new interests, expanding your horizons and bringing fresh energy into your life. Or maybe you had planned on finding someone local, yet you discover a deep connection with someone who lives a bit further away. Embracing these possibilities rather than resisting them can lead to enriching, fulfilling relationships that you never anticipated but deeply value. It's also important to remember that love at this stage isn't necessarily about sweeping romance or grand gestures. Instead, it often blooms through simple, everyday acts of kindness, thoughtful conversations, mutual support, and shared laughter. The romance after 60 has a uniquely gentle, comforting quality that brings incredible joy and companionship. It's about finding someone you genuinely enjoy spending your days with, someone who becomes not just a romantic partner, but also your trusted companion and friend. Throughout this journey, never underestimate the power of enjoying the present moment. Love doesn't only exist in the big milestones, but thrives in small moments. The shared cup of coffee in the morning, the quiet walk together in the afternoon, or the simple joy of cooking a meal side by side. These seemingly ordinary experiences are often where the deepest connections are formed and where true happiness resides. Appreciating these everyday moments helps build a strong foundation for a lasting relationship. And remember, even if your journey takes longer than you expected, every experience along the way brings growth and learning. Each encounter teaches you more about yourself, your desires, and your boundaries. Even relationships that don't ultimately lead to lasting love are valuable. They help clarify exactly what you're seeking and help refine your ability to recognize when you found it. Approach dating with a spirit of curiosity and gratitude, knowing that every experience is valuable, regardless of outcome. As you reflect on these insights, remember that finding love after 60 is about more than simply not being alone. It's about deeply enriching your life. It's about sharing your wisdom, your joy, and even your vulnerabilities with someone who truly appreciates and respects you. It's about companionship that enhances your daily experiences and adds warmth and meaning to your life. Most importantly, Always believe in your worthiness of love and happiness. Some people fear they're too old or worry that it's selfish to seek personal happiness at this stage. But everyone deserves love, no matter their age. Your capacity for love, affection, and connection never diminishes. If anything, it becomes deeper and richer over time. Give yourself permission to pursue happiness, embrace companionship, and open your heart to new experiences. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Have you tried dating after 60, or are you considering starting your journey soon? What lessons have you learned along the way? Please share your stories and insights in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give a like. And remember to subscribe for more uplifting and practical advice tailored especially for you. Here's to discovering companionship, embracing love, and making every moment count at any age.